Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Superhero Post Show. Please like and subscribe below. Show us some love. Follow us on Instagram at the Superhero Post Pod, and follow us on Apple Podcasts at the Superhero Post Podcast. We also have a page on SoundCloud and Podbean. Same name, same game. So today, I will be giving a quick review of Wonder Woman 1984. I also wrote about this on my blog. So if you want to take a deeper look into that, into my review, I would advise you to go and read on Wonder Woman 1984 on my blog, and that is superheropost.blogspot.com. So, let's just get right into it. So, obviously, the main characters are Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot, Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, Cheetah, played by Kristen Wiig, and Maxwell Lord, played by Pedro Pascal. So, here's a quick summary of the movie. By the way, this is a spoiler alert, but I'm gonna just explain the movie in a quick way. Wonder Woman is currently living in DC, and has been stopping crime around that area for some time. So basically, like, if you don't know, like, obviously, this after Wonder Woman 1, a lot of time has passed, and she's in 1984, and the movie starts with her like stopping crime, stopping like a mall theft or something like that, and it was really awesome. She also works at a research like museum. Like she also like does research at a museum basically. And from my knowledge, it's obviously a cover up for her identity, but I also think it is to find ancient artifacts that belonged to the gods. Um, because the way she acted when Cheetah had the wish stone, it was just too. It was just, like, a little too uniform, like she's done it before. So I think that's a cover up, obviously. Um, there was a wish stone that was found and brought to their research lab, and Diana ended up actually wishing for Steve Trevor back, and that's how he ended up coming back. And Cheetah also asked to be like Diana, and it helped. Sorry, excuse me, and it happened. And Maxwell Lord wanted to be the stone. So basically, just to put some areas in the gap, just to fill in some of the gaps. Basically, Cheetah wanted to be like Diana so bad. She basically was basically perfect. She basically is perfect, and she was like, I want to be like her basically. And then she ended up like becoming pretty, super strong, etc. And then Maxwell Lord actually took the stone from Cheetah in her office and wished to become the stone. And so he ended up becoming the stone. And so that happened. And basically, the way that the stone works is that when you wish for something, your wish will be granted, but the stone will take something from you. hmm So basically, when Diana wished for Steve Trevor to come back, Steve Trevor came back, but her strength got basically like she lost a lot of her strength. She was very weak, and it showed how she was getting shot and bullets. She wasn't her fighting wasn't as great as it was. Like, she was just really just weak throughout the movie. And basically, when Maxwell Lord became the Wish Stone, people could say to him like, I wish I had a car, and he will wish, and the car, they would get a car for granted, but he can choose what to take away from them. Basically, he can choose what he wants from them, basically. And basically, yeah, as I said, that drained Wonder Woman's power, and to get what was stolen from you, aka like to get what the wish stone or Maxwell Lord took from you, you have to wish away what you wished to the stone. So basically, when Wonder Woman wished Steve Trevor away, technically she ended up getting her full strength back. And we also get to see the invisible jet, and Wonder Woman finally can fly, and we also got to see the Golden Eagle armor. So that's a quick summary of the movie. In my words, not the best, but something quick for you guys. If you guys didn't see it and you wanted to hear just a quick summary, that's my quick summary. So let's get into stuff I liked. So I did like the invisible jet. I thought that was awesome to see. And also Wonder Woman flying. If you don't know how the whole invisible jet thing worked, basically like Steve Trevor wanted to fly a jet. And they basically like obviously got caught by the people at the airport, and she ended up using magic to make the jet invisible. It was actually pretty dope to see, I'm not gonna lie. It was really fun deep cut, I guess. The aesthetic was of the movie was utterly beautiful. It was. The colors were beautiful. I love the whole 1984 vibe that it gave out. Like even when I was watching it with my parents, like they were having like straight up nostalgia, because it was so like old school, and they were loving that. And and basically, another thing that I love the use of the lasso in this movie. One of my main things that pissed me off about Batman vs Superman, Justice League, and Wonder Woman 1 was that I felt like she never really used her lasso. I felt like it always just sat on her on the side of her whatever, her belt, whatever. And that was even one of my pet peeves with the animated shows and movies, is that we never really get to see her use a lasso unless for someone to tell the truth. And that's not just what it's for. Like she actually in the comics actually uses the lasso as a part of her fighting style. So it was awesome to see in the opening scene, um Patty Jenkins paying us some from fan service with showing us her using the lasso. Actually, throughout the whole movie, she's really using the lasso in battle, and it was so awesome to see how she would run and use the lasso and grab, and it was glowing in the air. It was so awesome. I really like. If there was a main thing that I loved, it was the use of the lasso. We get no sword. Thank the Lord. Okay, let's be honest. A sword would have been useless in this movie because I mean she can't kill. If you had a god killer sword going up against a human, I mean you would kill people. So obviously that didn't happen. But another good thing is Pedro Pascal killed it as Maxwell Lord. In a way, he carried the movie. When there were slow points, Maxwell Lord brought the movie back up to speed, in my opinion. So I really think that Maxwell Lord, aka Pedro Pascal, did a really great job. I mean, his back must hurt, man, after carrying Mando and Wonder Woman. He's on fire right now. And also, Pedro Pascal had another project that I just watched, We Can Be Heroes, which was a little cheesy, but I mean, Pedro Pascal's getting a lot of jobs, man. So Pedro Pascal, keep it up, bro. I'm proud of you. Just stay true to that Mandalorian, bro. Do not veer off of that, please. We need you. We need you, Amando. Anyways, off topic. So now let's get into the stuff that I didn't like about this movie. Okay. Now this movie seemed like it was everywhere. Like it just felt like we were just going 1,000 places at once, and it was a lot of unexplainable things and a lot of parts of the movie that we didn't need to see. Okay, we didn't need to see a lot of stuff in this movie. Um, the stone was so confusing to figure out after the first watch. After the first time I watched it, I really had a hard time and I was struggling trying to understand like the use of the stone and how the stone was like being used. It really took like my girlfriend explaining it to me after the movie and watching it a second time to really get a grasp on the movie. While at the same time, it felt like the using the wish stone was such a complicated plot, I guess, that they spent the whole movie really explaining it or trying to explain it. And it was just kind of just messy to me. I didn't really like that, and there were definitely a lot of pacing issues and moments where the movie was just slow and they would either throw Pedro Pascal in it to try to speed it up or a quick Wonder Woman action scene to speed it up. But the pacing, it was a lot of pacing issues. Like there were moments where there were like scenes with her and Steve Trevor that I just didn't care to see. Like, be honest with you, it just got boring to me. Even my girlfriend was like, "Hey, like I'm kind of bored. Like, can we get to like some better content or continuity, whatever?" It just wasn't great. Um, excuse me. Another big pet peeve of mine that I didn't like was the Golden Eagle armor. To me, it felt like the Golden Eagle armor served no purpose in this movie, in my opinion. Like, it was a really dope comic book concept that got shoehorned into this movie. A really dope concept in the comics. Indestructible, which it was not in the movie, but I mean, it's pretty dope. Like in the comic books, how it got set up, and in the movie, it just felt so forced. And special things like that should be like there should be a valid reason to why she's wearing the gold suit. Like this is my thing. The gold suit would have made sense if her powers were still drained, right? Then she puts on the gold suit to face Cheetah in the final battle because her power is drained. But her power isn't drained. When she wishes Steve Trevor away before she goes to fight Cheetah and defeat Maxwell Lord. So she's at full power. So why do you need the suit? You don't know that she's Cheetah. Why would you need the suit if you're at full power? to me, that just seems very anticlimactic. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? And the suit, as I said, it's supposed to be invulnerable, and it wasn't. Obviously, it was whatever. Uh, and it didn't really look that great either. I'll be honest with you. And Gal Gadot looks great in pretty much anything. So if she doesn't look good in something, that says a lot. And also to be honest with you, I just expected more out of this movie. I really did. I expected this movie to be so much better, and it just wasn't. I did. I just did not walk out completely satisfied. Like the first thought I had after this was, I like it, but it could have been way better. It could have been way better. I just it was like a weird feeling of like, yo, like this is a beautiful looking movie. It's kind of like how I felt about the Rise of Skywalker. Like, does it look good? Yes. Does it look great? Yes. Is there some good stuff in it? Yes. But overall, I just don't feel fully quenched. My thirst isn't quenched. My hunger isn't gone. You know what I mean? Um, Another pet peeve of mine. I thought that Cheetah didn't get the screen time she deserved. That's another thing, another character, a wasted character in this movie. That's a wasted character. She was shoehorned into this movie, and I don't understand why you would shoehorn Wonder Woman's main, like, arch nemesis as a B-list villain in this movie. That was the dumbest decision you could have possibly make. Like Patty Jenkins, you know you're getting on Wonder Woman 3. You know that. So why would you shoehorn in a main villain in the movie? I mean, excuse me, one of Wonder Woman's arch nemesis. Like if you had Maxwell Lord, you could have added another B list villain, and it and everyone would have been fine. But no, you put her worst, almost like basically her worst enemy as a B list villain. It just makes no sense, man. It makes no sense, and not to mention, she really got like two scenes as Cheetah, two scenes, like, and both scenes were trash. They both were trash. The final battle was terrible. I was not impressed. I was not impressed. Yes, Cheetah looked good. Like the CGI looked great, but I was not impressed by that at all. It was actually really not that great. Um, and as I said, like she just didn't get what she deserved. Like I get Max Lord is the main villain, but in that case, you add another B list villain. Like you can't just put the arch enemy in there. And the only way I could have see this being fit is if maybe like her origin started toward the end of the movie, had a battle with Wonder Woman, right? Then Cheetah escapes somewhere to prep for Wonder Woman 3. But no, at the end her powers are gone because of the stone. So not only did you just shoehorn her in, now you give no possible way for Cheetah to come back in Wonder Woman 3 unless if some magic crap happens. But now it's going to feel forced. Like, I mean, right now there's no signs that she'll be returning. Like, I really felt like Cheetah was wasted in this movie. Another wasted character. Like, I really believe that they should have kept her for Wonder Woman 3. I really believe that. They could have started the origin. Like, they could have kept the same plot, but or maybe in the end credit scene, Cheetah becomes a real Cheetah. You know what I'm saying? To give like that hypeness for the next movie. Like maybe at the end she comes on a mountain and she's standing as a cheetah, and the credit ends and says we'll see her in Wonder Woman 3 or whatever. You know what I mean? To build suspense, but no, you just freaking throw her in there and take away her powers. Now there's no more cheetah. I don't like that. I don't see that. So, but on a happy note, as I said, I do like the movie. I just don't love it, and it's not what I just thought it could be way better. So my rating out of this is a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. That's my rating for this movie. Um, it could have been way better. Patty, I was expecting way more out of you. After Wonder Woman 1, I was expecting a way better movie, and we didn't get that, and it kind of hurt, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, thank you guys for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe and like, and if you dislike it, dislike it. We show love or not. I don't I don't care as long as you're showing some love. At least as long as you're showing something. So, thank you guys, and just have a great day.